Today I am doing something special. My homie Riq, he is a Houston artist, great inspirational man. He basically gave me a script to follow and said to put my own, little vibe into it. Uh, I'm gonna make a couple takes. And Riq, I hope when you're watching this video, you actually like the takes and my creative process. Uh, this is this is gonna be an experience. He sent me this for his album, this script he has, and he has a couple points that he wants me to make sure I hit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how it looks, how it feels. But this is my creative process that y'all are seeing right now, and we just gonna get into it. I wish I had a way. Hey, baby, my cat Cosmo. I don't know if y'all ever seen Cosmo. Hey, baby. Hey, buddy. Hey, baby. You feeling full? I just fed him. Actually, while I was on the phone with Riq. Oh, let's get to it. Let's get to it, right? Because I will rant for a long time. Yeah. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's see. How is it sounding? Mic check, sound levels. Let's check that. All right, cool. All right, we can stop that. Delete. Start over. From the beginning. All right, so this is take one. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Seneca Village is fucking Central Park in New York. Oscarville, Georgia. It's Lake Lanier. Black towns all across America. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes we rise. From these ashes we create, we build, we prosper. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. All right, so that's take one. How do I sound? I threw a couple more things in there just so y'all can actually see what I'm looking at. I'm gonna have to cover some things, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the script. So everything you heard wasn't necessarily what's in the script, but it's a bit of my little flavor to it, right? Let's see. So we can definitely, I feel like, hold up, matter of fact, let me, where is this playing from? I bet you it's trying to connect to my speaker or some shit. No, that's not what I want you to do. Let's just see how that sounds. Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Seneca Village is fucking Central Park in New York. Oscarville, Georgia. Yeah, I don't like that take. But here's what we can do. We can start from right here. Let's just record what he wanted. Let's not record anything extra. Let's just record strictly what he wanted. Audio check. Let me check. How does this sound? Where do we reside, my nigga? Okay. Creative processes. Let's see. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we rise. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Okay. What's up, baby? The baby. He's so cute. Say hi, baby. Let's see. Alright, let's see how that sounded. I'm recording right now, baby boy. I know. You want some kisses? Come here, I can give you a little bit of loving. Or not. You want some little bit of loving? You gotta get out because you're vocal. You're a vocal one, baby. Okay. Alright, buddy. You want some loving too now, Cosmo? I just tried to pick you up. Come here. Come here, baby. Whatever, bro. I was like... You should have seen the way they both turned. Like, what the fuck? You speak our language this whole time? Alright, back to it. Promise you, I'm focused. I'm locked in. Matter of fact, let me pull the script up. On my phone. That way I have an entire screen so I can check the, Let me see. I have an entire screen. That way I don't have to have it on my laptop too. Okay. Too much. Ain't that nigga built like us. Can't that nigga touch my swag. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. I like my voice in that one. I just don't feel like it has enough passion in it. You know what I'm saying? Start from here. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we rise. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Okay. We record again. Riq, I don't know which take you're gonna use. Please chop and screw it. You from Houston, you know how to do that shit. Let's see. Okay, where do we reside, my nigga? I like that. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? Yeah, let me try an angry one. Let me turn the mic down just a little bit so it doesn't mess with the quality. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Sound check, nigga. Mic check, mic check. I need to see how my voice sounds with just the motherfucking... Yeah, see, if I start yelling, it peaks. I'm not trying to have it peak. Peak! Peak! Peak, motherfucker! Peak! Ah! What? That's too loud. That's too much. It's too much. Ain't that nigga built like us. Can't that nigga touch my swag. Where do we reside, my nigga? Okay. What? Of course, that's gonna spike the mic. All right, cool. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village, countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. You know, a child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we continue to rise over and over again. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Bless you. So on that one, the audio is definitely going to peak. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell. I don't know if y'all can read that. Obviously, right? That's when I was yelling on some shit. But let's just go from here. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village, countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. From these ashes, we continue to rise over and over again. May this fire cleanse all that was lost. So that was a pretty good take. I actually do think I like that take somewhat, but I gotta fix the audio levels on that, which he'll probably do in post. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit. We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we rise continuously. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessing. I'm not even going to look at that one. I don't think I like that one. Let's see. I gotta get the audio levels right. Where do we reside, my nigga? Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? I mean, this black shit? We create, reinvent, renew. They called us lazy, Lazy. But only because we refuse to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. I mean, you know Seneca Village is Central Park? Half of y'all probably didn't even know that. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. Crack era. Let's talk about it. I mean, you couldn't have a father in the home and get child support or whatever the fuck it was called. See, that's where you fuck up at. That's where you fuck up at. You know what I'm saying? Let's just delete that one. I gotta figure out my words on that one. Because I think whenever he talks about the babies lacking in substance, guidance, and home stability, I want to talk about how the crack era and how everything happened where you had a man in the home. You couldn't get man in home law. Hey, get out. Go. I know you're vocal. That's why you can't be in here. Man in the house welfare rules. There we go. No. Nobody. You can't be in here. Let's see. Okay. Babies lacking substance. We'll take it or leave it, but let me just... Chop and screw it. I'm only sending him 3 minutes of this. It's going to be, or like, however long it be. It's going to be a couple different takes. I told him I was going to do 2, but it's going to be a couple different ones. Let's see. Okay. Loosen up the goat. Perfect. Excuse me. Where do we reside, my nigga? Hell no. Hell no. You can delete that one off the rip. I don't even sound like that. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? There's black shit? We create, reinvent, renew. They call us lazy, but only because we refuse to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Do you know what Seneca Village is? That's Central Park in New York. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. Why? I mean, if you look at the crack era, you couldn't have a man in the house and get welfare, right? A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we continue to rise over and over and over and over, again and again. But you know what? May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Let's just get a couple blesseds. Hey, Riq, this is just me saying blessed, so you can get a different, a couple different ones. Blessed. Blessed. Blessed be. Blessed. 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 Okay. Try to get a couple of those. Let you how you feel from that one. Okay. One more take. Without recording, where do we reside, my nigga? I want to do it angry. Where do we reside, my nigga? Without the hand claps. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are me amongst ourselves? This black shit? Ooh. Excuse me. Matter of fact, give me a second. He wanted me to check this video out. I remember now. He wanted me to check the video out on TikTok. Yep, you have plans. Oh, wow.
Store owner Soonja Du thought 15-year-old Latasha Harland was going to steal some orange juice.
She had the money in her hand. You can see the money in the videotape. And the suspect grabbed the backpack, and there became a physical altercation over the backpack. And as our victim turned to walk away from the scene, the suspect raised a weapon and shot the victim in the back of the head.
Latasha was an A student, honor roll student. She got money every week for her allowance, so she did not have to steal orange juice.
The store clerk, a Korean woman, is now in jail. The black community is outraged over the killing. The NAACP is demanding the clerk be tried for murder.
Please read the verdicts. Title of court and cause. We, the jury, in the titled action, find the defendant, Soonja Du, guilty of voluntary manslaughter in violation of Penal Code Section 192A.
Store owner Soonja Du thought 15-year-old Latasha.
Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit we create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Seneca Village is Central Park. They destroyed it, killed everybody. Put up a fucking park. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. Couldn't even have a man in the house if you wanted food stamps. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. America. But from these ashes, we rise again and again. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Let's work on the audio. I can already tell the audio for that's going to be low. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit we create. Where do we... Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit we create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refuse to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Do you even know what Seneca Village is? That's Central Park, New York City. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, may this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Let's try one more thing. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit, we create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Nigga, that is Central Park now. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. I mean, fuck. You can't even have a man in the house if you wanted food stamps. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. Why do you think we riot? George Floyd protest wasn't just us destroying our communities. We're destroying the white store owners who fuck us over time and time again and give nothing back to the community. We don't own these stores. They're not ours. You talk about us destroying our communities. This isn't our fucking community. This is the scraps you give us. So we burn it down. But from these ashes, we rise. We build again and again, over and over. Next time we burn it down, may this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. No, I fucked that one up. I heard me fuck that one up. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit. We create, reinvent, renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refused to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes we rise. Again and again, time and time again. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Oh, I think I like that last blessed. 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 Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refuse to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes we continue to rise. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. My lips touched the microphone that time, the sound cover, so I definitely heard it rub. I'm gonna try to do it with a lot more emotion. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refuse to be subjugated. Only because we refuse to be subjugated. Delete. Delete. Let's see. I probably could have left. I'm not gonna delete nothing else. Nah, you're getting all the raw audio files, dude. It literally, I'm on audio 111 or 11. You know what I'm saying? Like I've recorded 11 different files for this dude. Well, we can say 10. This will be the one right here. This will be the one that he's gonna use because one was just me saying blessed. You know, so. Matter of fact, A-E-I-O-U. There's the leaves on my sweater. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity center. Touch my neck, and I'll touch yours. All right, definitely warmed up my voice. I hit a correct note. Y'all heard my drum set? Y'all heard my drum set? Ah! That is so cool. All right. Last take. Where do we reside, my nigga? Who are we amongst ourselves? This black shit? We create, reinvent, and renew. They called us lazy, but only because we refuse to be subjugated. Tulsa, Rosewood, Seneca Village. Seneca Village was burned down. Now we have Central Park. Countless communities born from renewal. Our babies lacking substance, guidance, and home stability. A child rejected by the village will burn it down just to feel its warmth. But from these ashes, we rise again and again. And we will burn it down again and again. May this fire cleanse all that was lost and be renewed. Blessed. Okay. Let's just see what he wants with that one. Let's just see how he feels about that one. And let's go file, save project as, let's go to this PC. Let's not save it there. Let's save. Let's save it on my PC actually. Call the homie now. Yo, hey, so I got like 11 takes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, this is common, bro. This is common in music production, bro.
Really? Yeah, I was like, he's probably gonna have to chop this up to find what he likes.
Bro, Jay, I'm telling you, this is common. So, bro, you talking to an engineer, bro. I do this.
Say less.
I enjoy doing this shit, bro.
Say less.
It's a pain in the ass sometimes, but also because one of the homies is doing a skit for me. Oh, that's even different.
Dope. How do you want me to send it to you?
It don't matter how you send it. As long as you can send it directly to my phone. Because my phone is attached to my computer, so you can send it directly to my phone.
Matter of fact, send me your email send me your email through Discord, and because it's like 11 minutes worth of audio.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on, I'm about to see this right now.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be better because then you could bet.
Nah, man, I'm like when I tell you I love doing this shit, bro. This is why I love to do it.
Bet. All right, let me.
And if I fan the flame a little bit with that Latasha Harley story, bro, you need to understand that happened in the '90s, and the only question I would ask you is what has changed.
It's a good question. Not shit really changed.
Exactly, which is why it takes what people don't know about me, bro, is that I'm actually irritated all the time.
To be an intelligent black man in America is to be in a constant state of anger.
Anger, and yes, and I don't like just using folks because the shit sound cool and relatable. No, it's like, bro, like when I tell people I'm irritated all the time, they don't get it. They be like, "Well, what are you irritated?" I'm like, bro, you don't understand. Like,
They don't.
You're a fucking blueberry out here, nigga. Like, you're an NPC. You're not even
Trying to understand.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. It took me a very, another reason why it took so long for the album to come out.
What was up?
Because I was worried about pigeonholing myself as an artist, because I hate when people call me a conscious artist as a form of dismissal, because they assume I'm gonna just be on here talking about cocoa butter and shea butter and the herbal essence of the black woman's body being God made and all the other. They think I'm gonna be corny about it. I'm like, nah, that ain't what this is.
Hey,
like,
you sent me your email already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, it literally just came. Timing, man. I don't know if you heard the fucking Discord thing.
I just heard it 52 minutes ago.
I was like, what the fuck? What happened?
No, it's probably because I'm over here like near downtown, and for some reason the service gets fucked when you go near downtown.
Type shit.
Yeah, but it took me a while to drop the album. I wanted to start trying to drop it up now because I didn't want to be too preachy. I didn't want to be one of these niggas that's like being preachy for the sake of being preachy. You know what I mean? I wanted to genuinely I want the shit to feel organic as much as possible, without niggas feeling like I'm saying that they're failures or they're ruining the community or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because it's not even about point of mirror, bro. It's really just, I'm talking about what the conditions just are, what it is just to be living this black existence like a motherfucker.
It's different, man. It's different. Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm finna make that rant for you right now, though. I'm finna make that rant right now.
what you mean?
You know how you say you wanted a clip of me ranting for the second project?
Oh yeah, because I'm using all that. I'm using all that.
Yeah.
Because they're wanting to rent from you. If I were to give you a perspective of it, it's like the first one is going to be you being sensible, even though there's irritation and anger in your voice.
Yeah.
Shit that's happening, you're being sensible about explaining it, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one is what it really feels like. It's the translate. It's like just what the fuck it is.
Type shit. I got a quote that I want to use from James Baldwin. I'm pretty sure you know this quote, where he said, "To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all of the time, and in one's work."
Yeah, hell yeah.
I probably should have added that to the other one. I don't know now.
No. I mean, cause look, whatever you do it, bro, I'm telling you, when I put the album together, right?
Yeah.
Every skit, some skits are gonna be attached to songs, and some skits are gonna be by themselves.
That's what I had a feeling you was gonna do on some Kendrick shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, my best friend already told me, that nigga said, yeah, bro, this is sounding like good. He said, what he's like, is reminding him of Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, bro, I want to avoid that. I love Kendrick, bro. Like Kendrick is one of my personal goats, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to emulate Kendrick as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm going the route of having different people talk on these skits. Like the reason why I got different people talking on these skits is because I don't want my voice to be the only thing you hear out the out, right? I want people who I know who live, breathe, a black experience to express themselves. Like I need real people to. I need y'all voices, bro. Because I'm here to rap. I'm here to rap and tell the story through the rapping, right? What y'all are conduits of this emotional state, for which I'm not gonna explain it. And I feel like I'm going to do a couple skits, right? I'm doing a couple of them, but not all of them. And the reason why I want a majority of my friends and my family to be on these skits is because just like a real community, a real community, it's a village helping me make this fucking album, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's where I can explain it. Like it's a real fucking village helping me make this album.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute.
By the way, hey, say hi to YouTube.
What's back to YouTube? What's up with y'all?
Yeah, I'm at like 42 minutes on my video right now. So
Oh shit.
yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be long, but this is gonna be dope. I think I'm probably not even gonna edit none of this. I'm just gonna throw the whole thing up, even this part. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna upload the straight file and just let the creative project be what it is. The whole, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, now that's organic, but that's what
Very much so.
I mean, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're painting, rapping, writing a dissertation, or this, the artistic value in it is where it comes from, the rawest place where you just put it out as is, or you put it out in its rawest form as much as possible. Yeah, I'm defining certain pieces of, but that's because, like I said, the village is coming together for this one.
That's a bet.
I'm putting the village on for this because you're a little younger than me, so I still need that young fire, that young Tupac for my shit too. That's the reason why. That's the main reason why when you asked about it, I was like, you know what? Nah, your energy fits this, so it's very organic, like how that came about.
For sure. Matter of fact, bro, I need to call my grandparents. You know, my grandparents, they experienced Jim Crow.
Right.
So I don't even think I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna just because I remember I've had plenty of conversation about that. Matter of fact, yeah, let me call them. I want to ask my grandma some things real quick. My grandpa don't necessarily like to talk about that time. My grandma do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already knowing.
Yeah, but all right, man. Let me get back at you. Let me call them and just get some inspiration for this next part.
All right, man. Handle it. You what you gotta do, man.
Absolutely. Peace, King.
Thanks, man.
Let me call my grandma.
Hey, Winston.
Hey, Mima, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, and you?
I'm good. I just have a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. You have time?
I can talk.
Okay, perfect. So I'm doing a project right now, right? In which there's just a couple things I want to ask about, like your time back in like the 60s and some of the things that you couldn't do in your youth. I remember you saying that up until a point in time, in certain cities you couldn't go through the front door of restaurants.
That's true.
Yeah. What year was that when you finally?
Now during those times, I was let's see, I would have been a teenager. So I'm gonna say, well, it was like from. I'm trying to remember that. But I was born in 44. It would be in the 60s for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How?
It was in the late 50s, early 60s for sure.
Got you. How did they treat you at Baylor?
At the hospital?
As a black nurse.
Well, now I didn't have any bad with the staff or any of my patients. My problem was with my head nurse, because she was an alcoholic. So she would come in drunk, and then she would want me to cover my job and her job because she was too drunk to do it.
And you would do it.
And I would go ahead and do it to protect her license and to keep me going too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you would say about your childhood? And I remember the story you told us.
Okay, disrespect. If like we would pull cotton Monday through Friday, right? In the cotton fields, we'd work from sun up to sundown. Right, 6 days a week. That would be Monday through Saturday. And then Saturday, they would work a half a day, and then we go home and change clothes. Daddy give us a few pennies, and we go up to town, and we could buy a piece of summer sausage, some crackers, a drink, but it would fill you up. And we would just walk the streets, a bunch of us black people, and eat our crackers and summer sausage, laugh and talk. But if it was raining, and if the two white women was on the sidewalk and we was coming towards them, they would just stop and stare at us. We had to step off in the mud and let them go back.
And that was just Jim Crow laws?
That was no respect for black folks law.
Yeah.
That was no respect for black folks law.
And this was back in your hometown, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, my daddy's family, the Sneeds, the doctor that used to come to the house and take care of us, his name was Dr. Sneed too. He was a white man, but he was our cousin, but we couldn't go to his office because we were black. That's a true story too.
So I know your maiden name is Sneed, right?
Yeah.
Did we have? I know we have white cousins from that side of the family. They don't talk to us or anything like that?
Oh God, no.
Huh.
Now when we was coming up, we used to play with the Bonner boys. They lived across the street from us.
Yeah.
But at this late day and age now, probably most of them, to tell the truth, probably old or dead. Because it was two boys that we played with. That we could play with, and they lived across on one side of 45, old 75, and we lived across on the other side of old 75. But they would always want to come up to our house and play because Mama would always cook good food and cookies and stuff for us. And they would come over there and they'd spend the night with my brothers, They would spend the night with my brothers, and they had a great big old white house across the street. We was in a little bitty tiny thing. But they just love to come over and hang out with us. And their mama would let them do it. And then we would walk to school Monday. We'd take our walking to school. We could walk so far with them, but when we got uptown where the white people could see, we would split up. We would get on one side of the road, and they could walk on the other side like we didn't know each other. We had to do that.
I've heard you tell that story plenty of times. It still shocks me to hear it.
Yeah. There was a lot of racism going on, and they would the guy that we pulled cotton for, his name was Joe Mata. That was David Ball, and one of his relatives too. And we would be in the back of the cotton trucks. We were ready to go to the fields, and he'd be getting some ice to put in the cans. Another white man drive up and say, "Hey, Mr. George, so you got a truck full?" "Yeah, I'm taking my niggas to the field." I used to say, "I got a nigga," and Daddy say, "Don't say anything." And then I be saying, "Daddy, you heard it?" She said, "George, we're talking when we get home. Don't say anything. Just let it be. Let it be, baby. Let it be." So that was his cousin. But see, the white man had the money, so you had to kiss his butt. That's all it was.
You said the white man had the money, so you had to kiss his butt?
Yeah. The white people had the money, not blacks.
But how did y'all become cousins then?
And they would provide just enough to keep you working for them, right?
Hold up, you walked away from the phone.
Start a business at your home. Every few black men were able to start a business at their
Can you hear me, Mima? She done walked away from the phone. That's crazy.
I don't walk all the way from my phone to put some tea in the refrigerator. And I know you don't hear me talking.
I did not. I just kind of laughed about it. I said I could not. I just kind of laughed about it.
Yeah, I went to put some tea in the refrigerator, forgot I left the phone behind.
That's funny. So I want to rewind a little bit. You said that the white man used to give you just enough money to survive, but not enough to actually build anything or do anything for yourself?
You're not going to ever have that much. No.
Wow.
And see what they did, how they used the parents. Okay, Daddy and Mr. Willie will get out there and plow the fields.
Uh-huh.
Daddy and Mr. Willie planted crops in the fields.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy and Mr. Willie and the rest of us, if it was cotton, they children and stuff would get out there and put the cotton, right? But it would be, and in the end, it'd be just enough where they would have enough money where they could get us a pair of shoes, a couple of pieces of clothes for school, and that was basically it.
And how long would that take, that whole process?
How long did that? Oh, shoot. I started going into the field when I was 4.
4 years old?
Yeah, because I wanted to go with the big kids.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama got me a little toe set, and I would go out there, but I would work.
Really?
I got out there toe sack early because I was trying to be big like the rooster. When I ended up getting where I could pull them big old 1,000-pound bags.
Yeah.
I mean 100-pound bags. I'm sorry, 100-pound bags. 100-pound bags. They gave me one of my own.
And how old would you say you were then?
I know I had to be maybe 12, 13, somewhere like that. Because they would let us pull them great big ones until you get on up strong enough to do it. It was an extra backup. because the bag would be so, because you had to fill it all the way up with cotton. And that was cotton and the cotton bowl. The cotton would come in a bowl. And it would, if you either picked it out the bowl or you pull the whole bowl. So we had to, you work sun up and sundown.
How long would you say you pick cotton for?
How long?
Yeah, like years wise.
Ooh. We pick cotton. Okay, we pick cotton pretty much up until I'm gonna say I was in high school, because after high school, and when I started going to high school, I started coming to Dallas to help Doris, and then I found these little jobs up here too. But you had to do, because your parents weren't making nothing, and so anything that you could bring back would be a help. It was kind of pathetic, and like they would have them killing hogs and stuff, right? So they get out there and they kill a hog. Mr. Joel would take, let's see, the 2 hams off the hog, and he would give Daddy the head. He would give him the back part. He might, with a little luck, he might give him a shoulder. He might, but most of the meat went into his freezer, the white man's freezer. And then if you kill a goat, it was the same way too. They take what part they want, and then the hogs. The hogs, you had to scrape the hogs, and then you had to clean the hogs, and they would give you the guts. They would give you the feet. They would give you the head, and they would give you, you got the head, the feet, the skin, and the guts. Yeah.
So that's why black people eat pig feet and pork rinds.
Chitlins and all that stuff there, yeah.
Okay, got you. Cause
yeah,
y'all would only get the scraps. That's all y'all could get.
That's all we was gonna get.
Did you ever have bacon or anything like that?
Now, okay. Daddy started, Mama started getting little bitty pigs, buying little bitty pigs, and she started raising her own pigs.
Okay.
So then we got where we could kill our own hog. Then we had a whole hog.
Nice.
But even then they didn't like Daddy would share a hog with a couple of more guys, and if that guy had a calf or something, he would get Daddy calf meat. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
They learned that one had one thing, the other had another thing. You take part of mine, I take part of yours, and that's how they managed to make it. They made it.
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you say it was just as an experience overall growing up in those times?
It was stressful, because you had to sit there and let this white man with the same last name as yours call you, yeah, I'm taking my niggas to the field, you know, and I'd tell him, I'm not your nigga, and they'd say, George, it's okay, that's all right, just be quiet, baby, I'll talk to you when we get home. Just, it's okay. It's not offending me. Daddy, he calling us niggas. It doesn't bother us. We'll talk about it when we get home. Because, see, he was trying to keep his job.
Yeah. Try to keep y'all alive.
Yeah, but see, being a kid, we didn't know what was going on. I thought I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
Huh?
We didn't do that.
Said what?
We didn't do that.
I didn't hear what you say.
We didn't do that.
He said they didn't do that.
What did he do?
How many of them didn't have to do that? Because his daddy didn't play.
We killed our own hog.
They killed their own hog. And y'all raised them too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they raised their own stuff. Well, Mama Page had all that stuff.
No,
His grandmama had all this stuff on. Yeah.
We didn't do that.
But it was. I mean, everybody one way or another had to work in the fields or do something.
But we didn't do that with kids' hogs.
Y'all pulled corn. Y'all did watermelons. What else y'all do down there?
Pull cotton.
Pull cotton.
Pick peas.
Pick peas.
On the half.
And then you pick. Okay, when you pick peas on the half, you pick all day long, and then the man will split it with you. He gets so much and you get so much. That's what they call on the half.
Okay. So it's almost like sharecropping.
It is sharecropping.
It is sharecropping.
Yeah.
And that was all the way up until you went to high school, huh? And you're the youngest, so that means you did that.
I'm not the youngest.
You're not the youngest? No, you have a brother that's younger than you, right?
I have two brothers underneath me.
Okay.
Jimmy Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Lee was underneath me, and then Clifton was underneath Jimmy Lee.
Got you.
Yeah. Now Jimmy Lee worked in the fields, but Clifton didn't. No, Clifton didn't get the chance to work in the fields because he was the one that was having seizures.
Got you.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you doing? Writing the family history?
No. I am essentially right now just getting some information. One of my friends, he wants me to record audio for one of his songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've already recorded one from the script he wants, but I just needed some information about just my family's personal, and I know Peapod doesn't necessarily like talking about that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Peapod didn't have it as bad as we did.
Yeah.
Peapod and them was independent because his grandmama and his granddaddy had property.
Nice.
And they worked that property.
Nice. But you had to work off the white man's land.
Yeah. I mean, now grandma and them had some land, but they was grandma Sneed and them had some land, but they were more party types than they were worrying about working.
Oh.
I'm just telling it like it is.
Yeah.
So, we depend strictly off of what Daddy made, put in for that white man, and what they would give you. That's it.
And how old was your dad when you were born?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd have to look. I'd have to go back and find his program and see how old he was, and then calibrate it.
Got you. Because
he was young, had a head full of hair. Used to ride horses. Used to rope cows. They would, throw cows down and brand them and all that stuff like cowboys. They and them did all that. You there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
It switched over, so I didn't know whether it cut off or not.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah. But I tell you, it made you. Because I can remember growing up saying, I'm going to come back down here and we couldn't go. If you wanted a hamburger at one of the joints, you had to go to the back door, back there where my auntie was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You had to go back there where the heat was, in the kitchen, and stand back there until she fixed out a hamburger. You couldn't go in the front part where the white folks were. But I went down there one time, and Mama wanted some hamburgers, and I told Clifton, my brother Clifton, I said, "Come go over here with me to this place. I'm going to get some hamburgers." He said, "Okay." So we crossed the field and went on over there. And instead of going to the back door, I went in the front door. When they had the jukebox going, blum de loom de lum de lum de loom de loom de loom de, I walked to the counter and I stood there. And They was just laughing and talking, laughing. I'm just standing there looking at the man. Then he finally looked at me. He say, "What do you want? And don't you know you're supposed to go to the back door?" I said, "I don't live down here, and I don't go to nobody's back door." I said, I just drove from. I left the hospital. I drove from there down here. I'm Coop's baby girl. She told me she was hungry. They wanted hamburgers, and I came over here to get them. All I want is those hamburgers, and then I cross that field and go right back and give them to them. All I want is to feed my parents. That's it. Well, you have to go to the back door to get them. I said, I told you I wasn't going in that heat because I'm already tired. Mm-hmm. Now, if you get my hamburgers, I'll go. So they just kept on playing the jukebox, and I just kept on standing there. Then he finally, when he got a Mert came to the front and said, "Baby, come on back here with Annie. I'm going to fix y'all some of the juiciest hamburgers you ever." I said, "Hey, Mert, I just worked hard all day long. I'm tired. My mama called and told me she was hungry. I came down here to bring her some food. All I want to do is get these hamburgers, give it to her, let her eat her hamburger, and I can go back in my car and go back to Dallas so I can go to work tomorrow. That's all I want. I am not coming in that heat because I'm going to pass out and I won't be able to drive back." Now, that's it. So he told her, "Mert, go on and fix some hamburgers and make sure you hurry up and fix them so she can get out of here." I didn't say a word. I just looked and looked at him.
Nice.
So when the hamburgers came back, he took the sack and threw the sack at me. I took the money and threw it at him and walked out.
What year would you say that was?
Huh?
I said, what year would you say that was?
Oh, my Lord, boy. Let's see, I was out of school. That was definitely in the 60s.
Okay.
60s and 70s, somewhere like that. Because I was definitely out of school and had been out. Because, let's see. Clifton was, even Jimmy wasn't at home. It was Clifton. Yeah, I'd been out for a few years. Because Clifton was the only one that was left down there. Yeah. But it was hard life, but you know what? You learn to survive.
Okay.
You learn to, you can take a little, you can give a little, take a little, but you don't have to let them push you around. That you don't have to take. And that was one of my things. You can call me black, you can call me anything you want to call me, but you don't put your hands on me. I can be anything you want to call me. But if you think you're going to put your hands on me, I'm going to jail.
Did they ever try?
Well, I had now one time. Now this is when I was still at home. Mama sent me uptown to pick up some stuff at the store. So we didn't live that far from the town. So I ran up there, got the stuff, and I was coming back down the road. I was almost at the house. This old purple truck pulled up in front of me. He passed and stopped. When I got there, this old white man got out, pulled his penis out, and was shaking it at me. I threw that food down. I ran, screaming for Mama all the way down to the house. Mama met me at the corner and said, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" I said, "Mama, old white man drove up by me. He stopped the truck, and he get out, and he was shaking his wee-wee at me." Mama said, "I saw that truck, and I know who that bastard is, and I'll handle this. Don't worry about it." She would have got her groceries. And she said, "Oh, I know who he is. I know who he is. You don't have to worry about it." Because Mama didn't mind. She just soon go to jail for whooping a man than she would a woman.
How old were you when that happened?
Now I was young then. I'm going to say I was probably 13, somewhere like that, 13. I'm sure somewhere that age, 13 or 14, somewhere in that age. Because I could walk up and come back by myself. Mm. Because she didn't let us go when we was too young. Because you didn't never know what would happen. But there was a lot of things went on down there.
But you're happy and healthy now.
Oh, yeah. I don't complain. Like I say, Mama said, look, you stand up for what's right, no matter what it is. If you're wrong, she said, if you're right, I'll be there for you. If you're wrong, I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be there against you because I'm going to whoop your butt. So, when you took something to her, you better make sure you're on the good foot and you're telling the truth because if she finds you lying, you're going to get beat down. Yeah.
Kind of like you.
Yep.
Got you.
That's why I don't mess with people. I try not to let them make me angry because it's not worth it. Because some people try you.
Absolutely.
They'll try to push you into doing stuff just to see you get in trouble. And it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Tommy, this little bitty food you put up in for all these cats. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. These cats are going to be eating. Them 3 cats going to eat this by themselves. Huh? I'm telling you. 3 cats eat that up by themselves.
Well, look, Mima.
So you got enough information?
Yeah, I think I have enough. You actually made me think a bit. I think this was a lot better than you could even understand. I really appreciate you talking to me about that,
Now, don't use my name now.
Of course not. You didn't say your name.
Yeah, don't use my name because I don't want to bring up no dead white folks relatives on it.
Nah, and if you did, Mima, trust me, I'd take care of that.
Well,
Yeah,
you won't know them.
They won't know them. They won't know me. That's perfect. Perfect grounds. You know.
But it's a lot of stuff. They used to. You go into Black History. They said you can go into the library and go into Black History. You can find out where they hung black boys for looking at white women or even whistling at white women. They would hang them.
Yeah, like what's his name? You said who?
I can't remember the name, but I remember that.
For some reason, my brain is saying George Floyd.
And these guys got him. It was 3 or 4 cases like that.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about too. It was all in the news and everything.
They didn't respect
Emmett Till.
They didn't respect us, our women, but they wanted you to respect their women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So,
do you see any similarities from how black people are treated today versus how you were treated back then?
The black people's not taking that mess today. You can forget that.
Absolutely.
Now, that's not happening today.
Absolutely.
No.
Do you think was it a thing of y'all just having to take it, or was it like?
The thing about it is, your parents work for them. And if you mess up your parents' job, then you don't eat.
Got you.
You get it?
Yeah.
Now, Daddy worked for him. Now, he was the one bringing home the money. Now, if you mess around there trying to be smart-mouthed and cause him to lose his job, you ain't got nothing to eat either. So, you have to think before you act. And Mama would always say, if anything needs to be done about it, y'all let me do it. Cause Mama didn't mind going to jail. By the way, Mama went to jail on how many times behind whooping people's butts. And so and wait a minute, it wasn't that she was being funny, but you didn't mess with her kids, you didn't mess with her money, and you sure as heck didn't mess with her honey that was dead.
Yeah.
Because you were going to get a stomp down, so help me.
Gotcha.
A lot of them are women down there like them light-skinned men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they be after.
Oh, they be after your dad?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Mama didn't have no problem rolling them. She'd go whoop your butt in a minute. And go on about her business. she was funny. I remember a couple times. I can remember a couple times when she went to jail for whooping a woman over there. And she said, "I'll do it." And she told the sheriff, "I'll do it again if I catch her going back over them woods trying to take food to my husband. I cook for my own husband. She got her, and she needs to cook for her own."
Oh wow.
She sure did. She whooped that woman behind.
Wasn't playing that.
But I think they ain't living. She's been dead for years now. But that's a true story.
Yes, sir.
So that ought to give you enough to get started on.
Yeah, should. I'm actually get back to that right now.
You did the yes sir and the no sir for everybody. Yes sir, no sir. Yes ma'am.
Yeah.
No ma'am.
Right. You know, y'all pass that down to us too. Even nowadays, I'll find myself saying yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am.
And that's polite.
Yeah, it's polite. That's
being polite. But back in the day, like if Mama was in the kitchen cooking for this white woman, and she was just said, "Cool, something." Well, yes, ma'am, I can do that for you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I don't mind doing that, didn't it? That they had to do that.
But was that from a place of subjugation, or was that like just politeness or survival?
Because the person that you're working for was basically the one that would be help taking care of you and your family. They would be the one that's paying you, so you're gonna try your best to stay in good with them.
That sounds like a different form of slavery.
Remember now that with the early slaves, now they were put out in the cotton fields to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now the early slaves, like Grandpa John, he was sired by a white man. A white man had sex with his mama. He got Grandpa John, and Grandpa John was raised up to impregnate all black slave young women, so they would have enough slaves for his plantation.
And this is your grandpa?
This is Grandpa John. This is my daddy's granddaddy. Yeah. It's a history behind this one. And only thing he had to do was go around and impregnate women. And when he was born, his mama died, and the white man took him into the house with his white wife and her kids, and they raised him in there as one of his own. That's how bold he was. So he had it easy.
Nice.
He had it easy.
I say nice. Okay.
Yeah. But he just only thing his job was is to try to keep having more babies so that the boss man would have enough slaves to keep his land going.
Wow. So he was a breeding bull, basically.
He was a breeding bull, exactly. Yeah.
And that's your grandfather?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who was that? That was your mom's dad or your dad's dad?
Daddy.
Okay. And that's why your dad was light skinned, because he was a quarter white.
Yeah. 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 That's where it comes from.
So that means I got like 1/16 white in me.
So I don't know what it is. All I know is we here.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much.
Oh my God.
How I got here, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know what my mama said.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe her. That's it. That's just it. It was a rough life, but we survived.
You survived, and you're thriving now.
And the thing about it is, the mama made sure that that her children was going to have some type of an education.
Mm-hmm.
So we pulled cotton just like everybody else. We did all that hard work. But when it was time to go back to school on that Monday, Mama would make it clear, my kids will not, or that Friday before, she'd say, my kids will not be coming back to these fields until school is out. They have to get an education.
Got you.
So we wouldn't go back. But a lot of people, I remember, let's see, you really don't know any of the Bets. But the Bet side of the people, those boys, they didn't even, those kids, a lot of them boys never got a chance to even go to school. Because they just made them work in the fields. But Mama didn't play that. Mm-mm. And we always got a pair of white and black aquas that would be for school, and you would then you got another pair of dress shoes for church, and that would be strictly for church. And you got 2 pairs of shoes a year, and that was it. And she would make me dresses out of flour sacks. So, I mean, it worked. It worked. So, that's why when I grew up, I made sure, I was going to make sure that they didn't have to struggle no more. If I could help it in any kind of way at all, I was going to help them. And I did. Yep. And your granddaddy done passed out over here. He was listening, all of a sudden his head hit the back of the chair and he gone. So you got enough information to carry you for a few days.
You gave me enough information to carry you a lifetime. I appreciate that.
Everything is the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
And I do have a paper one day I'll show you. I'll let you make a copy of it.
Word.
Regarding Grandpa John. I still have that paper.
And that's your grandpa?
That's one of them. Remember that it was like more than one John because you was going through generations.
Uh-huh.
But I have one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you make a copy of it.
Okay.
But you have to remind me. All right, then. All right.
All right, Mima. I love you. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, bye-bye.
All right. What the fuck, bro? Nigga, I just found out my great-great-grandfather was a breeding bull. What a way to find that out. You know? And this is why I feel like it's so important to talk to the elders, man. It's so important to talk to the elders because information like that would be lost. You know? That's something that I don't think many, or if any, of my siblings or cousins know that information. Damn, that's crazy. So my grandma's father's father was half white. because the white man that owned them, wow, that means she's only like maybe one generation removed from slavery. And she was a sharecropper? That is so much information to process at once. And she lived that. She lived that, dude. And I don't feel anger, per se, right now at least. I just think that's a lot of information to process. I just found out I'm part white. I definitely have I have Caucasian in me. Pause. I mean, I always knew it, but it's different hearing the story from somebody who, you know, changed your diapers. Like, that was a very sobering reality. Like, I'm only maybe 3 generations removed from slavery. But look at what we've done in these 3 generations. My grandma was a nurse, my mom was a nurse. And now my sisters are going to school for medical and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot of information to process right now. I don't even think I can really make this audio right now, dude. This is just so much information. What do you mean I'm only a couple generations removed from slavery? I mean, I knew it. I mean, it's only 2025. My grandma was born in 1944. My mom, 1970. Me, 99. Holy shit, dude. And she doesn't seem to have any hate in her heart about the situation because of how they dealt with it. It was just it was what it was, you know? Wow. Pulling cotton 6 days a week. Fuck. I don't really I don't know how to continue this. I knew it was gonna be heavy. I think that's my thing. I knew it was gonna be heavy. That conversation. We've had it before. She added information. The whole breeding part, that's new to me. Um I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna go get something to eat. And when I come back, then the next part of this will be me actually recording the next audio about how that is. Pig feet, pig skins, hog head. No wonder why people eat chitlins, you know what I'm saying? It's all they had. No wonder they season their food so fucking heavily. It's what they had to do. Good portions of the meat that were spoiled, you know what I'm saying? If you want it, you're gonna cook it. And this is my grandma, dude. I'm hearing this story in 2025 from my grandma. My grandma. My mom's mom was a sharecropper. My mom's mom experienced racism. The heavy part of racism. I mean, before the civil rights era. Riq, I don't think you know what you've uncovered by asking me to do this project, dude. Has just uncovered some. Matter of fact, while I got a little bit of battery left, let me just call Riq and let him know what the fuck we just uncovered for this. Oh my god, dude. Cause that's crazy. Yes, let's see if he answers. If he answers, it's gonna be crazy. Bro.
What up?
So I told you I was gonna call my grandma, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, 40-minute conversation. The camera's still rolling. I'm at 91 minutes right now.
See?
Nigga, imagine how I feel. I just found out my grandma's father's father, his mother was raped by the white man, the slave owner,
Yeah.
making my great-great-grandfather, right? And that great-great-grandfather was essentially the breeding bull for the slave plantation.
Jesus Christ.
And nigga, I just caught all of that on video. One, so like, this is gonna be kind of fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is history recorded for this project. I just want to let you know, and I wanted to call and just thank you real quick because, nigga, do you know that I don't think anybody else in my family would have had this information?
Right.
Like, this would have been information lost to time type shit. Like, this could have, God forbid, died with my grandmother. Like, may she live a lot longer, you know, but...
Yeah.
Nigga.
It's just like, it's the same thing that happened with my, great-grandfather. He was a half white man.
Yeah.
Birthed to an Irishman. Like, I have a whole entire blood-related white uncle that lives in Las Vegas. He's my great uncle, yeah. He lives in Las Vegas, and we're blood related.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Caucasian.
Yeah.
100% Caucasian.
100%.
That's why I laugh at people when they don't understand about this black, like being Black American is literally that. It's like, it's not just, you just so happen to have, white relatives because somebody down the line just so happened to marry a white person. No, it's because more than likely your maternal great-great-great-grandmother on the other side got hit up and took advantage of and raped by an abuser. Plain and simple.
Yeah. I also got, she said that she didn't walk into the front of a restaurant until the 1960s. And even then, they were like, don't you know you're supposed to go to the back?
Yep. Like your people in Texas, they from Texas, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, quick lore, y'all. My grandmother, my mother are from Jefferson, Texas.
Okay.
Jefferson, Texas is not far from Dallas, even if it's not by a long shot. Effectively, East Texas, where my mother and grandmother are from, there's an ice cream shop where my mom took us when we were children, and there was a door in the back that was painted over, and if you look close enough, you can see the split on the door.
Yeah.
And guess what that door was?
The slit.
Service door.
Yeah.
And I asked my mom. My mom was born in '66. Who said, "Yeah, we still had to go back there, in the late '60s, early '70s." Like, my mom's memory is long. So the civil rights act then passed to what was '68. So my mother remembers, but in Texas they still wasn't enforcing it or reinforcement to be safe. Be safe to say, because Texas was the last place that niggas got raped.
Yeah.
So let that be a quick little lesson about people saying, "Oh, it was so long ago."
Facts. And I think that's why I kind of wanted to just had this conversation on video real quick, because nigga, this is our grandparents. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, dude, like I said, my mom, like my mom was about to be 60.
Yeah.
In February.
Congratulations.
60 in February. She told me about how even when she was a little girl, when she was like 4 years old, this is late 60s. She was born in 66. So we're talking about, but her earliest memory was still walking to the back of my grandmother.
Damn.
That's what you call epigenetics on a deeper fundamental level, but it's live and direct. It's right there in front of you. It's able to tell you the story directly. And what people don't understand is there were people who were. I'm with another door, Lord God. My great grandfather, Lemuel Harris, was born in 1895.
Damn.
He was the child of a slave, bro.
Yeah.
If he was born in 1895, he was the child of a slave.
Yeah.
He fought in World War I.
Yeah.
He's a veteran.
Yeah.
He fought in World War I. And there was a 13-year difference between him and my great-great-grandmother. So you put that in perspective. My great-grandmother was born in like 1910 or some shit like that.
Tight.
My great aunt was in her. She was born during the Great Depression. I'm telling you, bro, like, and she only passed away two or 3 years ago.
Damn.
And she had four generations behind her. That's what I mean, bro. It's live and direct right here in my family. And that's just one side of my family. That's just one.
Yeah. And my grandpa don't like talking about the things that, you know what I'm saying, he had to experience. My grandma don't mind, because, women don't talk. Women love to gossip, but
yeah, I mean, look,
yeah.
My grandfather, may God rest him, was a Korean war vet.
Really?
War vet. Yes.
Okay, word.
He was a Korean war vet. He barely talked about what happened during. He didn't even tell us nothing. All we know is that my great grandmother passed away, giving birth to the youngest his baby sister. He went to the hospital and got her.
Wow.
After his mother passed away, yes.
Jesus, dude.
They were sharecroppers in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, in Florida.
So, yeah. See, like the other side of my family I was talking about just now. These are both my mother's parents.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that were that from Jefferson, in Florida. Like, these are my mother's parents. But my grandpa's from Florida, sharecropper. But all my people are from the Gulf.
Yeah.
Texas, Louisiana, Florida. Hold on real quick.
That's right. Crazy. The things you find out, man.
You guys already paid on it.
The things you find out when you just have a simple conversations, I didn't expect none of this to go like this. As you can see, none of this was prompted.
I mean, I'm still at work too.
You are?
Yeah, I mean, but look.
Hey, let's talk about sharecropping real quick. I got about 20% left on my thing. Essentially, that was just another form of slavery. My grandma said, and I caught this on video. She said essentially the white man will give her just enough, give them just enough.
Yes, just enough to survive. Just enough to eat off of, and just enough for them to not be able to pay back what is due on their acre that they till and plant on. By the way, here's another fucked up part about sharecropping. If say for instance it's a good season, right?
Yeah.
Me and you are brothers. Now, our mother and father already had a plot of land cut out for us, right?
Yeah.
If we tilled the land early as children, by the time we're 18, we'll own it. Right?
Tight.
Now, originally it was supposed to be by the time you were about 13 or 14, technically you would own it because the laws of what it was to be an adult in those days was a little different. But by the time you were 13, 14, and what they call child rearing years at the time, you would be able to own that piece of land. Me and you are brothers. Guess what? Here's what's fucked up. If our parents locked us into that land allotment, if we harvested good that year and we had the leftovers, they would let the leftovers rot before they gave it to us if we were hungry. Just because we missed a quota. Now, we didn't miss a quota on what was owed. We missed a quota on what was due for our own allotment. So you got to realize during sharecropping, they had to have quotas for themselves and for the sharecropper and for the people, basically the landowners, the planters. Here's what's fucked up about that. That's like you going to work and they telling you work your 40 hours a week, right? And you pay them with their time. And then they tell you got to come in for overtime just to make back your first 10 hours of pay. And if you don't work this overtime, we're going to dock you for not making your overtime. Crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, you literally told me I had to come in for overtime, and if I don't do all of my hours of overtime, you then dock me of my original pay. That is cruel and fucking evil. Look, hey, bro, look, ain't nobody ever told us straight. Like, when it comes to, like, especially with sharecropping, bro, they literally kept black folks in debt with that.
Yeah.
That's why if a lot of those guys wound up dead, what they would do is they'd burn the fields and then be like, oh, well, they burned the dividing line on purpose so that way that they can build a little shack on the land that they were planning on so they can go, oh, well, Mr. John, he passed away. Well, what happened to the land? Well, he didn't have no wheels. Some of these dumb motherfuckers didn't have wheels.
Yeah.
Surprise. So that's how that's why I don't give a fuck about people talking about what's moral, what's right and what's wrong, because there's a lot of black people that had to, make sure a little bit of that bitter water got to they oppressor in order for them to be free. So you ain't gonna sit here and tell me a homeless man stealing some lunch meat and bread and cheese to have him a sandwich is wrong. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We throw away millions of pounds of food every day.
We do.
In this country alone. I don't want to hear shit about what's right and what's wrong. And they're like, oh, well, violence isn't always the answer. That is bullshit. That is what you tell sheep. When a sheep is going up for slaughter, you're very nice to it. Because you don't want to traumatize it before you have it for dinner at night.
Have some stiff meat. Yeah.
No one likes traumatized meat. Nigga, these motherfuckers are penny-wise. They like to salt the meat before they kill it. Not necessarily with fear, but they do it with sugar.
I need food.
You got me started. You got me started.
Yeah. It's time to eat. It's time to eat now.
I'm the coldest blood out here, nigga. You thought I was wrong with motherfucking liquid nitrogen.
It's time to eat, man. This is a lot. I didn't expect this project to be that. Hey, did you get the audio? Could you check and see if it came through proper?
Oh, let me see.
If not,
I didn't have my phone in my pocket this whole time, so I ain't been able to see anything.
yeah. If not, I could always download it SD and ship the hell to you. But
okay, I got you.
You got it. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I gotta go get something to eat. Hey, you know what I'm saying? This is a lot. I was not expecting this to be that deep. It's shit fucking me up, man. This shit fucking me up.
Like I told you, bro. You should have known by my rate what type of time I was on, bro.
See,
like, I know I be joking a lot.
yeah.
But you should have known with a couple of exchanges. That's why I told you I respect you.
Word. I respect you too, G. My thing is, right? I'm trying my best not to be angry. But how can we not? You know?
Well, Jay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. There's two types of anger in this situation. There's a hungry anger and there's a passive anger, right? The passive anger is what our grandparents had. That's what our grandparents had. It was passive anger. It was very bite your tongue, make your way, and us, we have more of a hungry anger because we don't care about the optics of shit, because the optics don't mean anything to us, because we've seen what the optics look like when niggas had on suits versus them having on overalls. A nigga in a quarter zip or a nigga in a Nike Tech, it don't matter. You still a nigga in a poop.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So the way I see it is this. Take your anger and you funnel it. Because being inclined about what you see around you, it doesn't make you an angry black man. It makes you rational. Because what man who isn't rational wouldn't be angry at the conditions that his people are in?
Word.
That's real shit. And if people tell you that you're irrational, they just want you to go back to sleep and be in a smiling, happy, dancing nigga.
Yeah.
Soft shit. But yeah, man. I mean, look, like I said, bro, don't give me on my soapbox, bro. Turn this bitch to a sermon, brother.
I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Shit, I literally got 107 minutes of fucking footage right now. That this whole conversation. I hope I got your consent to put this on YouTube, yeah.
Hey, go ahead, throw it up.
I bet. You know what I'm saying? Because
fuck. You already got the socials, bro. So you know what to do.
Yeah. That's a bet. Full tag and everything. You got a name for the project?
It's called In the Village Burn.
In the Village Burn?
Yes, In the Village Burn.
Gotcha.
Actually, it's ellipsis in the Village Burn.
What do you mean by that?
Because an ellipsis is 3 dots. It's because it's a retort.
Like
it's
In the Village Burn with an ellipsis at the end?
No. Yeah. You can do it at the beginning or the end, right?
But what's your vision for the project, though?
Oh, it's the ellipsis is at the end.
Okay, cool.
It's at the end. So it's In the Village Burn, 3 dots.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Word.
But we'll wax poetic about it later, man. Go get you something to eat. I'm about to drop back to this damn warehouse and get it popping.
That's a bet, man. And I'm gonna have that rant for you once I get some food in my stomach.
Hey, I already know.
Yeah.
Take your time, because I'm going to see what you've been sitting now. Once I navigate through this travel, I'm going to see what you're sitting with now.
That's a bet.
Sir.
Matter of fact, hey, we'll talk. Let me see what I can do real quick, though.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Peace.
Let me see what I can do real quick. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Riq. Let me see what I can do real quick. Well, I got some hunger in my stomach and shit, you know? Well, I got a little bit of, Goddamn. Man, these motherfuckers trying to tell us all this shit. Nigga. Man, tell me why for this motherfucking project I just found out I got white in me. How the fuck I'm supposed to feel about that, man? You know, Riq, I did not think this was gonna go like this. You know, I called my grandma for a little inspiration for this clip. Next thing you know, I'm finding out, you know what I'm saying, my great-great-grandfather was a breeding bull. His mother was raped by the white man. kept in the house and used to rape and breed all the other slaves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even that many generations removed from slavery. How the fuck am I supposed to feel about this? Riq? This shit reeks. No, I'm playing. But nah, like real shit. How the fuck am I supposed to feel about this? How the fuck am I supposed to feel that my grandmother was a sharecropper? How the fuck am I supposed to feel that she couldn't go to the front door of restaurants until the 1960s, and even then they didn't want her there? People tell us that we're tripping and we're just angry and all this other bullshit. How the fuck am I supposed to feel? You want us to not be angry. You want us to not feel things, and you want to erase the history. The history hasn't died yet. The people in this history haven't even died yet. You want us to remember 9/11. You want us to remember the fucking Holocaust. Since the Holocaust has happened, and a Holocaust has happened on my people. But you want us to be calm. You want us to stop being angry. When you haven't even took the knife out. The healing doesn't start until the knife is pulled out and you start to treat the wound. But you won't even say that the knife is there. This is a story from my grandmother, dog. My grandmother's in her 80s. Still living. Yet you want to deny the history that's happened because you want us to love America. America doesn't love us. America has never loved us. And yet we persevere, we build, we do what we can, man. Let me go get some motherfucking food in my stomach before I tweak the fuck out in this motherfucker. Let me go get some food before I tweak out. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all.